Hey everyone, you're Off Deck with Lucy, where I bring you the talent, the trends and the tastes of New York. But what I'm going to do today is bring some British to Off Deck by telling you all about the British Christmas cake, a few days away. So I attempted to make a British Christmas cake, which is a fruit cake with marzipan and icing. I'm really awful at cooking, but I was able to do this. Well, I haven't tasted it yet, so I think it's going to be alright. But the bit that I'm going to tell you about is the icing. Okay, so in America, fondue icing I couldn't find anywhere here in New York. Well, I didn't look that hard, but at my local stores anyway. And what I came up with was to ice it with frosting instead. The biggest challenge I had with this fruit cake was that I didn't put the grease-proof paper on, so I couldn't get it out of the tin. So what I decided to do was just cut it up into little squares or triangles. There you go. And I'm using the frosting to ice it. Not sure how it's going to compare to a typical British cake, but there's my fruit cake. See, it crumbled a little bit. I made it 2 weeks prior, because they say that it's better. And I'm just going to ice it with some frosting. And obviously it took me a lot longer to do all of these others. But icing it with the frosting, making it look nice and pretty, and that's going to be my version of the British you couldn't even see what I was doing, I was just looking down. There you go, icing it. So the biggest tip that I could give you is put that grease-proof paper on, because in the instructions it's there for a reason. If you don't, you do it my way. You can just cut it up, bring them out and ice them separately. Again, I'm guessing it's easier to ice a whole cake rather than sections. But there you go. So I'm icing it, and that's my version of the British Christmas cake here in New York. Wishing you all a very Merry Christmas. I will be here. I've got my tree up, celebrating my first Christmas in New York. You can catch all of our episodes at www.ondeckwithlucy.com. So they're a little bit more professional than my vlogs. But I hope you have a wonderful time. Wishing you lots of warm wishes and magic over this festive season. And hopefully, if you attempt to make the British Christmas cake, it will taste good. Hopefully mine will too. Alright, laters.